Hey guys, my name is Josh. I'm about to replace the front and back brake pads on my 2013 Kia Sorento. We're going to see how long it takes. And so this is like the low-hanging fruit of DIY, do-it-yourself car repair is brake pads. They can be super easy if you know how to do it. So this isn't a how-to video so much, but just to show you how fast it can be done. And so I'm going to show you kind of the tools that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to video me doing the speed it up a little bit, and then show you how much time that it took and see if it's something maybe that you want to try for yourself. You can save a lot of money. And I bought pads for the front and the back off Amazon. Good, just good quality pads with good reviews for $50. And the job I'm about to do is probably around an $800 to $900 job if you get it done at a local mechanic. So I'm saving like, between $750 and $850. And let's see how long it takes me to earn that for myself. So here's kind of what you're going to need. I like to have a little pad. This is like, you can use like an old yoga pad. This is an old, some old carpet padding. That's just help my knees out. You do need the brake pads. I haven't even opened these yet, so let's do that real quick to show you what that looks like. And you just put your car information in on Amazon, and then find pads that fit. And so here we go. Here it's a little box, and it should have the front and back pads in there. Open that up real quick. Yeah, so we've got these smaller ones, which are usually going to be the back pads, and then these larger ones, which are typically going to be the front pads. So that was $50. And then besides that, you're going to need a wrench to take your lug nuts off. And for my car, I need a specialty socket because they're security lugs. They need to be taken off. Also, I like to have what I call a persuader bar, and that's when they're hard to get off. You do that, and it's a lot easier to get more leverage. Then you're going to need a jack. Most vehicles are going to have the jack and the tire iron in the trunk available for you. This is my jack, so it's not, it's a little bit bigger. And then a basic socket set, a C-clamp, and that's to press down the caliper, which presses the pads together, and you need to press that back down so you can fit the thicker pads on. And then I like to have some rags, and then the rags in this syringe and cup are to take a little bit of brake fluid out of the reservoir before you push the caliper back in, because what happens when you have the thicker pads that go on and you have to press the caliper down a little bit, it pushes fluid back through the system, and that'll just overfill and come out the brake fluid reservoir if you don't take a little bit out beforehand. So that's all the stuff you need. And then let's see what time it is. Also, listen to some music or a podcast or something while you do it. So let's look right now and see what time it is. It is 11:14 a.m. on July 3rd. Let's see how long it takes to do this. All right, well, there you have it. All the brakes are changed out, and the time is 12:29. Let's see. sure you see the same screen so you know. 12:29 right there. And so that took me about an hour and 15 minutes. So if you think I saved $750, that's $600 an hour that saved me in labor. So anyway, pretty easy. I didn't do the rotors. I could have, done the rotors and taken a little bit longer, but honestly, I've done a lot of brakes and I don't always do the rotors. So there you have it. Hope it's helpful, and have a great 4th of July.